Hey guys, happy Friday. I have my next run all ready to go here. Bonus damage on the shield, so we're gonna try to do that.
Well, time to go get
right into it. Intro was in 10 minutes, you cut off my song. I went potty before like getting ready for stream, so I didn't need as much prep time. That's most of my prep time is a bathroom break. I had other music on my face when.
Lord Ares, please
oh,
accept this token of my
right, okay.
appreciation for your generous support.
An offering for me. Indeed. How gracious.
How you doing? Did you get like a nappy in or something?
Otherwise, I keep you in mind.
I guess if you're not doing your 12-hour thing and just doing like your stream plus my stream, then that's not that much different from usual. I just want you staying healthy.
A sudden scourge of war would help you out of your predicament. Why, I would stir one up for you without a second thought.
What do you have for me, Ares? Probably keep more viewers if I did 12 hours, but I need that break, yeah. I mean, I would have a hard time doing 12 hours. Like, it's a lot. What do I want? When I move there, that'll be 12 hours. And I think... I feel like it's mostly me just like throwing ideas at you, but there have been many ideas thrown. You may or may not like them. We'll see. I guess I'm getting this. I don't like the other two.
Violence.
I'm sure there will be more thrown tomorrow, yeah. Half of them will be wear a maid dress.
Going in.
But yeah, regardless, I want to make that like a really like cool big thing if you also want that. Like, I want to support you in making it a cool thing.
Speak then. What is on your mind? I can decipher some of it without your telling. I would rather hear.
Master Chaos, the goddess Nyx, she seems to want to speak with you again. I wonder, would you maybe contact her sometime? She seems convinced it is your move to make if you so choose.
The goddess Nyx wishes to hear from me. That is unexpected, son of Hades. And I wonder if perhaps this is a jest of yours. Though your intentions evidently are sincere.
The stream gonna be the stream.
Promises in this.
Get like...
Considering the possibility.
And I know you don't know like exact dates and things, but like let's... As soon as you do, like let's get some promo going for it and like rope other people in and stuff like that. Finally, yes, just a regular ass attack buff. He hasn't had those for a long time. What was I gonna say? Oh, for tomorrow, we are, like, for sure doing Minecraft, right? Because I think we've said that, but I just want to be, like, really explicit and clear and make sure that I know what we're doing. Because then I can actually, like, bother people to join us. Yeah, no, I don't have anything else in mind, and I'm down for more Minecraft. I just wanted to... again, be like really crystal clear about the plan. I'm just
Now what?
anal like that. You know how it be. And you keep getting me with that stupid fucking joke. I'm like, when is he gonna finish the sentence? And then I'm like, oh wait, he's not. There is no end. Just the bell end, right? Eternal suffering. Yeah, I still don't know what the hell I'm doing with my avatar. Because, like, I don't want to take off all my cool shaders and things. Well, I say all of the one. But I also don't want my avatar to be, like, a piece of shit. 310 was a piece of shit. I don't really want to be a PNG, but at least I have that like set up if I need to.
Thank the gods. Fishing time then.
I know there's other programs like Luppet and stuff, but Luppet is like $60, and I don't just want to buy it on a whim. Like if I actually want to use it at some point, that's fine, but I need to do more research. Glad I recovered my stream, but of course it was Minecraft that broke it. Doing too much shit that crashed. Right, yeah, because when you're doing that, you're on the same computer you're streaming from, right? So, yeah, then you're running into that can of worms.
Sure.
Don't have this money for two computers. No, I wouldn't expect that most people would. Even if you did, like I have my old one and my new one, but it's still like convenient to use one. Because I did have that thought. I could like run my avatar off my old computer somehow and like feed it to my new one, but that's like a lot. And I'm still also just like conceptually upset at the idea of having to like do not everything on my new computer, considering it cost $1 billion. If I was able to have a dedicated streaming PC, I would, because I could do a lot more stuff.
You cannot.
Oh hey, this reminded me, because this, I was like, oh, it's Thanatos. It's not, it's Hades. I did find him one more time after you left. Nothing happened, but we're like one closer, so hence the name of the stream. When we find him again tonight, that'll like be the time. Going back and watching the VOD, okay. So you do watch my VOD sometimes. It's just all skulls. So this is cool. I like that thing that it's doing. With this, I can basically just like run in a circle and get like free damage while I dodge. Except it's not like that great.
Fine, go.
There we are.
I watch VODs when I miss streams and skip the good bit.
More.
Yeah, I do that too on like long videos and stuff. I skim.
Come on, let's fight.
So I think I've kind of decided that like eventually I am just gonna like 100% this game. Because at first I was gonna like, I don't know, but then I like keep wanting to play it. So I don't think I'm gonna 100% it. Like it's not gonna be 90% of my streams until I 100% it. But I'm gonna like keep coming back to it at some point. I guess we'll go here. I like 11% games because I never seem to finish anything. Oh, yeah, okay, that took me a minute because I never finish anything. Even if I do, can't be bothered to get the trophies. Yeah, you know, I usually try to do that, unless they're just exceedingly obnoxious or, like, legitimately too difficult. But the latter is pretty rare. It would have, like, it would have to be stuff like, you know, like, beat the game without dying or shit like that on, like, a hard game. Like Ori and the Blind Forest, and then Will of the Wisps, the sequel, has some trophies and achievements like that, where it's like, do all this really hard shit, but there's like way to cheese it, so I still got them. But if I had to like do it legitimately, then I wouldn't be able to. I don't know what the Black Mesa Hat trophy is. Alright, I guess we're getting that.
Nice and steady. Hit me.
I've never actually played Black Mesa, I've just played Half-Life 2. You have to find a purple top hat and carry it through the entire game, oh yeah. I don't think there's any for the entire game, literally, but Half-Life 2 has some achievements like that, where it's like, carry this shit just for a while, for like a large segment of the game.
Let's see what happens.
Skipping that, I don't want to spend money on random things. I'd only want to play them if I modded them to shit.
Quite.
Again, I haven't played Black Mesa. I think it's kind of similar, but Half-Life 2 is pretty fun.
Father must be sorely disappointed.
I know people really liked Half-Life Alyx recently as a VR thing.
He's difficult to please, that much is true. What happened to Tisiphone anyway? She isn't much for conversation.
It was kind of a left turn in subject.
Runs in the family. Tis only knows her work.
Was Pyro play it? Black Mesa heavily modded. Did they like do a re-release of that? Oh, right, I can't cast. Yeah, did they re-release it or something? Because I seem to remember like a better version, like a graphically superior version of it existing in recent years. Hello, Solo Angel. Probably just a mod or something. How is everyone? We're doing good. We're gonna kiss the boyfriend tonight. I'm very glad it's Friday. I think my sister's gonna hang out a little bit in the morning tomorrow, so that's good. Keep the makeout short, I'm tired. I don't necessarily plan to go super long, but I don't necessarily plan to go super short either. You need to sleep, Bubby. As always, feel free to leave and do that whenever you need to, but just in general, get some sleep, because you're like, you're more tired than usual lately. Oh, what do I have on?
Suitably
Good idea of
achieved
Palm
this
Blossom.
time around.
Got to keep going. Try another one, maybe.
I guess I will just spend all my money. They're giving me good stuff.
Courtesy of the Pact.
What was courtesy of the Pact? It's because I've been getting 6 hours. My body's just like, okay, 11 a.m. time to suffer. Yeah, I've been doing 6 hours for like since I started streaming. You know, if that, because I get up at like 9, and I don't get to bed until like 3.
Right there.
Can't live if I don't get at least 10. Same. I think I'm just slowly dying. Look at the content. Ideally 15. You gotta get those hours of your sleep in so you can stay submissive and breathable. I feel this, but I don't sleep until 3 or 4 a.m. and sometimes wake up at 11 or 9. Unattractive people don't need beauty sleep. Hey, how dare you say that about my Discord kitten? You're my precious little kitten and you gotta treat yourself nicely, or we're gonna have to have some words. Why? I'm only on 2. Why is it not giving me boons? Cog wasn't lying about this being unironic. Listen. It's a good nickname. And it's also not as, like... It doesn't require as much explanation as when you introduce us as, like, husbands. I'm not loving this extra damage on them.
Moving right along.
True, but it feels a bit weird. I can stop. I don't want to make you uncomfy. I'm not, okay. What if we start saying My Little Pillow Princess instead? Comfy just made me think of that, like, oh, gotta keep the princess comfy. Sounds like a kid's toy. No, a Pillow Princess is like, what you call someone who is just like real fussy and like hard to, like they need everything to be really particular so that they're comfortable on like a couch or in bed or something like that.
The boomerang from chaos, has he?
Come quickly, boss. You need to hurry up and get out of there. You're running out of time. You're not, really, but it's a bit of motivation.
Godspeed.
I really shouldn't go in here, but... Oh, I missed a thing. I need to fucking look at the rooms more carefully. I'm missing a lot of shit lately.
Interesting.
I don't think I'm like that outside of one quirk. I guess we're getting the Death Defiance. How could I not? What is that quirk? Oh god.
Oh no.
I have to cover my mouth while sleeping. What does that mean exactly? Like, do you wear something? Or do you just like put your hand over your mouth? Or like, is it to do with you sleeping face down? Use the covers. Ah, okay. That makes more sense than most of the stuff I
In
said.
the name of Hades.
Is there like a particular reason for that? Like, you really don't want spiders crawling in your mouth or something? Which I don't know if that's a real fucking thing. I feel like it's not. I think it could happen, but it's not like a common thing. Where it's like sold as a very common thing. Hey! We found him already.
Has come. I got the message that you
I don't know if he'll let us kiss
diaries.
though, because he didn't last time until we went back to the mansion. Or the house or whatever the fuck.
And here they come.
And here they fall.
The shield kind of ripped with double hits. Anxiety about my teeth. And some of it still lingers. That makes sense. Damn, Post is getting wrecked. Context, I don't have shady teeth, but I used to have an overbite that I got bullied for. Poor guy.
Got more of them than I did, huh? I'm going.
Yeah. Gotta talk to him at the house. Yeah, I think another like common kind of thing, like most people could probably use some corrective dental stuff to some degree, but you're largely not gonna
This one's for
get
you,
it unless it's like
footed messenger of the gods.
a big deal.
You make what you do look easy, but I know you're going out of your way. Thank you so much, Hermes.
Or unless you have like really fussy rich parents or something that want to present you as like their perfect little doll.
Well, you're a right decent chap, I think.
Later than most at
For everyone
17.
Connected to me in the middle of all this.
How long did you have him for then? Because it would have only been like 2 years max. Because you don't have them now, I would assume. I think you literally just said that you used to.
memories.
Yes. I love bonus dashes. And I'm gonna need them to not somehow die in this fight. 18 months now, I just wear a retainer while I sleep. What? So I don't like know shit about anything. What does a retainer do? Is it just like the same as braces, but like you can take it out, so it's like not as good? It's like removable, but probably for like less like value. Retain shit. It's like training wheels for your teeth, right? So like you're not using the braces anymore, but it kind of helps still. Did they just kill each other, or was that me? But I know what it is, and I can assume from context what it's for, but I guess I just don't like fully know. Ooh, I did get hit at some point here. And I don't have a deflect or anything yet. Stops them from moving. Then eventually they'd go back to where they were. Right, and so, and maybe this changes from person to person, but it's supposed to be like, you wear them for like X amount of time, and then your teeth are like locked in place enough to stop using it? Or is it kind of like you're supposed to use it sort of indefinitely? I can't believe I didn't die there, by the way. That's kind of pog.
For that. To the top. Clear.
Oh yeah, did I get my extra life? Yes, I did. Good. First 3 months you wear them all the time, then it changes to just at night, then every few days at night. Yeah, okay. Just kind of progressively less over time.
Sure, why not? Come on out. I win this round, fish.
And the people with perfect teeth. Yeah, I mean, if you had to wear braces, I can see why you would. I don't particularly, but I don't have, like, especially bad teeth or anything. Mine are like mostly fine, but I have like a little bit of a gap on my top two, and then like I had to get a cavity filled, and like now there's like a place where I always get like food stuck because they didn't do like a great job filling it. Wow, I really don't have jack shit. I guess I have passives, but like, nothing else active. This double attack's actually a pretty good trade-off, because like I don't even need the stun, or rather I don't need the knockback because of the stun. It's all genetics. I know family's born with perfect teeth, but my family has a history. I wanted to change that. Well, you can just marry someone with perfect teeth, and then you can have perfect teeth babies with them.
That'll keep me going for a
Calc's been trying for a while. I think it'd probably end up the same. Trying for a while unsuccessfully, is what you're saying? Ow, trap. He is always concerned about you getting gay teenage pregnant. I don't think that's a concern people need to be having.
See that? It's just...
What do I want? Let's get a better dash strike.
Never been a finer shield.
Not a hoe and I've never dated. Well, he means me getting you pregnant, goofball.
You have returned to my chamber. I trust you are familiar now with what this means.
It means I've challenged you to a battle of strength and glory, because apparently that's all there is to do for fun around here.
From 4,000 miles away. Listen, I could be extremely virile. You don't know. Must be a powerful thumb shot. Or that. Yeah, I can really, I can just aim extremely well.
That... Yes. Essentially, that is correct.
Take it for missiles. I would start a international incident. International cum war. You wish there would be a cum war. That's not my job. What, wishing for cum wars? Preventing them? What exactly are we talking about?
Enough, short one.
Starting them.
Till next time, sir.
Well, you wouldn't necessarily be a participant in the cum war. You'd just be like
May this
the basketball hoop.
Some joy there on Olympus, Lady Demeter. Thank you for
The target, the goalpost, etc.
Conscientious gift, my little sprout, and I am grateful for your generosity. A bit of nectar cut straight through the
Making a lot of assumptions based on information that you have shared, yes. Less assumption, more
I think we understand
a scientific
something
theory.
else now, don't we, Zagreus? Unlike the mortals on the surface, always begging me for plenty. They'll get none. But as for you, I have a plethora to offer.
Just gonna fucking get her aid, whatever. What does her journal say? Do I need... do I need things to get the things? Yeah, I do, don't I? Right, good to know. And also not surprised. Ow, so if I can get them to hit a wall somehow, they explode. Wait, can I... I can send it out and attack at the same time? I never realized that. That's, like, extra good.
Thank you.
I haven't fucking seen Artemis in a while. I still need her for the bow.
Weak. Olympus, I accept this message.
No fucking nothing. Grr. Well, I'll get that. Oh shit, there's still another one. I'm surprised I'm actually doing this well with extra damage on. God, I can't. I said I was gonna 100% this. Maybe not literally 100%, maybe very close, because I can't imagine doing that like third Skelly one where it's going to require 24 and presumably have like all of the damage boons on all of the punishment packs. Maybe you don't need to do all of them though, I'm not sure.
Oh yes, he does seem rather set in his ways. Convinced himself that I'm some sort of demon from the lowest depths. Which, well, it's partly true, I guess.
You're quite notorious around these parts. The tales of your father's monstrous son kept under lock and key within his house. Fear and ignorance make for great stories, no?
Take care then. The power of the gods.
None of these are great, but I guess I'll get the special one. I'm really just like relying on that double attack and not a whole lot else at this point.
Time for the main event.
I'm telling you, you're wrong, Asterius. He is no royalty, most certainly not any I would recognize. He's but a nameless, long-forgotten minor god, born of the depths and bound to stay in them.
I too once was berated by such words, King. We faced this enemy how many times? In my estimation, he's fought bravely here.
Bravely? Hiding behind those pillars is what you call bravely, Asterius? We shall have to discuss this strange lapse of judgment after we achieve our victory.
He's nuts. Yeah, how... It's just gotta be like a bummer for everybody that Zagreus is just constantly winning. Like this whole keep trying to break out and test our security thing, he's not testing your security, he's just flattening everybody every time. You would be putting hell out of business if you were like this consistent. Easy up now. He's the top.
You're next.
From what I've seen, he's not the top. That is true. That is also what I've seen. You're probably seeing the same thing. Love and yup. He did this one piece to them that is an NSFW that I really like.
For a bit.
I know I've seen an NSFW one, I don't know if I've seen another.
Go tend to the Sata problem for a change.
That's what I do.
Should help.
5 lives. Love that. Turn Zag into a twink and Fan into a jock. Oh yeah, it's like high school AU. I remember you mentioning this before. I think I would love that one too, but I definitely have not seen it yet. So maybe I'll do some research.
You're mine. I've got a scuffer.
Okay, so Demeter and Poseidon are over there.
Lots on offer here.
Let's just start with Hermes, I guess.
Pleasure doing business.
How many chambers are we gonna do? I'm wondering if this might be the best. Maybe this, I don't know. We'll get quick recovery, whatever. I'm not so pressed for money. I mean, I am because I just spent it, but like, I'm fine.
Dead.
God, I hope poison doesn't do double damage, but I'm sure it does. No, I think it only still does one tick at a time.
Not now. Don't like the look of that big bother over there.
me something good. Still fucking nothing I need. What the hell? We'll look at that more carefully after we finish this run.
Thank you, mate.
Nothing comes freely for the mortals on the surface, nephew. And from the sound of things, it isn't any different with that Charon character.
And I still need to fight him at some point. As like an endgame thing.
Which tunnel? Not yet.
Pass on that. Hey! Might just fucking head into the Hades fight.
Chill about you. Meaning you received an ice-cold blessing courtesy of Elder Goddess.
Yeah, do you want to give me a duo with her? That'd be great.
Say I think water's best in liquid form, but who am I to judge?
No. Damn it. Okay, well, 40% God gauge when I hit's pretty good.
A sack fit for a huge three-headed hound.
I think I'll maybe just buy a heart and head in.
Say to Zach coming right up.
Yeah, I don't need to like do any of those in particular.
I'll take this one.
I got 5 lives. We got this.
The fearsome Cerberus accepts the satyr sack.
I can go.
That's got to be a record for me for speed. At like 45 minutes to get here. Which, there's still that one like time limit thing. That's ridiculous. I can't imagine doing each floor in like 9 minutes.
You come here bearing Brother Zeus's aegis. I wonder how much more insulting you could be.
What? I haven't even started to insult you here yet, Father. Flustered by the old shield of chaos, then?
Doubtless Zeus does not even remember wielding it. I never should have relied on him for anything after that.
Two pump.
Let's see if you're any better with it than your great uncle.
Wait, is that right? Great uncle? Zeus should just be his uncle. Who is he talking about this is great uncle? Or is that just like a mistranslation? Not translation, but like mistype. Miss something.
You brought this on yourself.
Oh, I guess not great uncle, like grandfather's brother, great uncle, like uncle who is great.
You'll get there, yes.
Beware of winter's cold!
It's too bad I didn't take that like alternate respawning thing this run, because I could have made it with this. Probably only gonna die like once.
Where are you?
I don't understand family trees. I mean, I don't think there's that much to understand. It's just titles and shit.
You truly dare.
At some point, you just add great for like every generation. You know, like back one is one great, etc.
What's that mean?
It's confusing. Families are gonna kind of suck. They definitely can.
All shall soon decay.
Got him.
I shall see you back at home. Garon, take me home.
Goodbye, Father.
And thanks for all the fish.
It's time to spare. I felt Aegis shudder.
But no fish here, unfortunately.
The clever-minded prince again eluded certain death, up to a certain point. But then, predictably,
Clever. What? I don't fucking get this screen. What does that mean? Does the kiss happen now? We'll see if Than is in the house. So I don't have an answer for you just quite yet. But hopefully.
I'm counting that one as a victory.
It was, yeah.
Well, this is like a dream come true. I mean, how come you're always being so darn nice to me? But anyway, thanks.
Sure thing, Hypnos. Knock yourself out.
Hey, yep. This is the kiss. We're smooching the boy.
Thanatos.
Doing something,
I wanted to apologize
hopefully.
for the last time I approached you with a bottle of the real thing and give the whole exchange another shot. Would that be all right?
You're asking my consent to give me yet another lavish gift. Sure. Permission granted. Though what makes you think that your approach this time is going to be any more successful than the last?
I don't know that it will. I never really know exactly where I stand with you. But I know how I feel. And I'd rather be upfront with you even if it means risking our relationship such as it is.
Our relationship? It wasn't long ago you were prepared to throw it all away while making for the surface, if you don't recall. But now you're saying that you care for me. And what exactly, Zagreus?
Yes, that's what I'm saying, Than. I should not have left the way I did without letting you know. But when you found me, I think that's when I knew. Or started to realize, you know?
Yes, I know, I think, because when I heard you took off, the anger that I felt, it wasn't something I expected. So, what do we do now?
Maybe we ought to take our time. Unlike the real thing there, that's a commodity we have in good supply. Just know that if you feel the way I do, you know where to find me. And if not, I'm grateful anyway.
I see. Well then, the best that I can say for now is that I'm grateful too for this. Take care of yourself, Zag.
You too.
Okay, wait, so I don't get to have the regular conversation with him either? I have to, like, wait and talk to him later? We're still getting blue balls? Because that was not... Like, what was that? Ugh.
I don't wish to presume, lad, but you seem more glum than usual. What's weighing on you there, if you don't mind?
Oh, it's just... I've never slain a living creature, sir. Until my recent journey to the temple up above. I know they're just satyrs and vermin, but it's not the same as sending wretches to the depths.
Look, all mortal life is fragile. It simply is a struggle to survive. Sooner or later it fails to succeed, and then it ends up here. And we have room enough for everyone. Even the satyrs and the vermin of the world.
Now that you mention it, I have to say I'm glad we can accommodate all former living things. And at least mortals get to rest assured knowing what happens once they die. Must really ease the mind.
Indeed, lad.
I do like, though, like, it feels really cool that Thanatos feels like the canon romance in this. I thought you maybe dated multiple people. It was like one of those, but they're like,
don't you, boy?
Hasn't been any relationship talk with anybody else. Other than, like, X stuff with Meg, but that's not current.
The delectable taste of nectar is enough to briefly sate even the ferocious appetite of the Hound of Hell.
God, just fuck already. You know, I'm trying. But they're really making me work for it.
I think I finally know a little more about how you must feel, Dusa. Working for Father, I mean. I was so intent on running away from here, but here I am.
Look, Prince, your father's always been a pretty scary god. And this is something between you and him. Though, if you can forgive him, I guess it means you'd stay? And I would like that, so that's where I stand. I know it's really complicated, though.
Yeah. Thanks, though.
Well, be that as it may, if they pester you at all, do let me know and I shall have them dealt with quickly.
Oh, Hades. I think the shades around here have been through enough as it is. I don't mind them. After all the time I spent on my own, having some company has been a welcome change.
You are certain all your needs have been provided for? Because if there's anything that you require...
Require? Look at this place, Hades. Look at me. I have everything. And so do you. Try not to worry quite so much. And be patient with your son. That's all I ask.
Persephone, I cannot promise you such things. They're not my strengths. Besides, I have a reputation to uphold. God of the dead. If the wretches do not
Don't
fear
call him
me,
a simp,
for that
because we
matter,
both know we would do
then?
the same for a guy. Who, Hades? Yeah, you got it. You gotta spoil your princess. That's why I keep saying I'll fucking buy you Taco Bell.
I'm not going to tell you how to balance your work, your marriage, and your parental responsibilities. I don't think anybody on Olympus or below knows quite how best to manage that. So long as we do our best.
Our best. That I can promise you.
Taco Bell, it's more of an obligation. You listen, once you put that warm meat in your mouth, all your troubles will melt away.
I feel different.
I'm willing to bet I won't like it. You might or you might not, I don't know.
What do you think of all the lounge decor there, Meg? Looking a little better these days, wouldn't you say?
You know, it isn't bad. Though I have heard the strangest thing. That you're responsible for all of this. I couldn't understand why you would even bother, honestly.
Well, it's a popular locale for off-duty underworld officers to take a load off between shifts, and so I figure the least I could do is pitch in and make the place a little better than I left it, right?
How very selfless of you, Zagreus. Soon, doubtless, it'll be your portrait hanging on that wall back there.
It's Cerberus right now. He's the employee of the month. He's the best boy.
No, that's not.
It's cute. What's the thing? 10 gems for a nectar. I'll do that, sure.
Some water-dwelling beasts for you, good chef.
Do places actually have employee of the month? Yeah. I don't know if it's like
Next.
like an everywhere kind of thing, but definitely some places for sure.
Next claim.
Somebody raised
That sounds awful. I mean, yeah, it's like, you know, capitalism, competition bullshit.
She is. She's done it for eons. While I'm only getting started.
For what it's worth, I happen to think you're off to an excellent start.
Did you kiss the guy? Not really. We maxed out his heart gauge, but then he ran off. So, like, I don't actually know if that's it, or if there's, like, another conversation that's gonna happen at some point.
Thank you, Zagreus. Let's hope you're right. I nurtured very many plants, at least.
Work harder wages, then you can get your picture on the
Perhaps
wall.
my gardening
Basically,
experience
yeah.
provided a bit of a head start on this whole mothering thing.
Perhaps I am part plant.
Explain.
Nix isn't around.
And?
Still, yeah, I gotta fucking save up for the shelf now. Joe can relate, yeah. You can relate too now. You've got the streamer curse. Oh, you didn't have internet problems. You just like overloaded your computer. And I found a workaround anyway. I thought I maxed him out, but I guess not. Let's max Skelly out now.
You know, Skelly, I still cannot entirely get over that whole permanently kill you stunt you pulled on me. You had me deeply worried for a while, all for just a laugh.
Yeah, that's right. Not exactly much to do here, in case you hadn't noticed recently. Good thing I'm able to stay occupied with intellectual pursuits.
That's what you call it, then? In any case, I did want to make sure. Are you sure that you're alright having to stand around like this?
You kidding, pal? This is the life. Imagine getting paid to stand around. And being pals
You know,
with
he's not wrong.
Well, great, I guess. Skelly, is it really true you don't want to talk about how you got here? Just curious who you used to be, what you were like, your real name.
Hey, what makes you think this isn't my real name, pal? I'm offended.
Sorry, what I meant was, I was just interested to get to know you better, after all you've done to help. Anything you can share? Trade you for a detail about me.
Well, alright. I was once a commander of men. Name of Skelemius. Captain of the Cretan Second Fleet. Sailing on Athens under King Minos. We were unstoppable. But then one day, one wrong turn, and we sailed...
Trade for a Zag detail, eh? What does your dick feel like in my hand?
Skelly, that's incredible. So then, you and your crew, you perished at sea?
Boy, yo, you were something else, you know. All that Skelemius stuff, I could have had you eating out of my hand for days.
Oh, I get it. You got me. Fine then, Skelemius, but I don't appreciate the trick.
Oh, but I do.
Okay, I think probably level 2 with the bow now.
Coronat.
And I can unlock
Grant me the aspect of Hera.
Aspect of Hera. So we just need one more in the fists, and then we have all the regular ones. Yeah, so again, Zags is kind of useless at the moment because I don't have it boosted for damage. So I'll do one of these other ones. Probably just Chiron. I think the Seeking is useful. But I'm kind of curious how this works.
That bow's got a damage sting to it.
Well, that's actually kind of nice too. Just loading up all those. Seems like it fires decently fast and shoots a lot.
Kiss me, boyo.
Change form.
Yeah, this definitely fires less, but we'll stick with this. I think this has been proven to work. And hard labor, I can now never do that again, hopefully. Unless I do actually need all of these at some point. What is the max? Okay, if 24 is the max on the statues, then I definitely like don't have to do everything, which is good. Oh, wait, what am I... Oh, here, damage control is still on. Right, so I've never even beat this at level 1 with the bow. So we just gotta do one little thing. less than 25 or 25% less life. Sure, I guess. It's a ranged weapon, so this is maybe as good a time as any. We'll do that. Yeah.
Let's get to work.
All of this realm are born of darkness, boy.
Oh, I still need to look at Demeter too.
Ever see. The mortals on the surface, they all fear it, foolish as they are, unable to even see its power.
Unlimited power .mov. I don't have that queued up right now. Oh, we haven't started with Daedalus in a long time. Okay, well, I gotta get this. Shit.
That should do it.
That's, like, not great. Oh, and I'm in a fight, so I can't look at Demeter. Kind of like shotgunny. Okay, so, shit, Jesus, I keep bumping this. So I need a few things here. I need to get Arctic Blast, which is based off of Frost, Mistral, Aid, and Snowburst. Or Killing Freeze. Frost, Mistral, Aid, or Snowburst. And then Ravenous Will, which is nothing in particular. Okay. So let me just note that down. She is a complicated lady. Okay.
What else we got? Come on. All clear.
Finishes off people decently fast, at least. I suppose ultimately this maybe isn't as big of a negative since I like should always be moving, even with ranged weapons.
By the way, nephew, I hear tell your mother Nyx is quite the catch, if you'll forgive my saying so, of course. Your father's never had much of a sensibility around companionship, though perhaps this concubine of his brought something out in him at last.
Zeus just really went full-on shitty straight guy there. Shit, I don't know if lightning's gonna be good here, because it's not gonna be... concubine is like a fancy way of saying like whore, like your side hoe, your mistress. Not a particularly flattering term. Remember, that's why I came up with the name for this avatar as the Crimson Concubine, because it's me being like I'm the red hoe. Yeah, I know. I use it to describe myself. Well, because this avatar is like Dommy Mommy.
Come get shot.
It's like, hey, you're gonna die of pleasure.
Shiny.
Bow is not good against armor. The first stream it was used.
Someone will like this.
What? The first time I used the red one and you died of pleasure, you mean?
What's in the well this time?
When you just nutted all over your computer. And it's been crusty ever since. That's not true. I don't see any proof that it's not. Oh, right, okay. You cleaned them, so it was crusty, but now it's not. Or maybe you cleaned it up before the crust could form. But yeah, Zeus isn't great, so let's go into Chaos Hole. The second one. Yeah, you just wait till I start doing, like, more saucy outfits and stuff. I don't let shit get gross. Cast life or thingy. Let's do life.
Let's see how this goes.
I don't... This has got to happen, like, all the time. Just, you know, because there's a lot of people out there. But, like, I can't imagine, like, just coming on your keyboard. Like, people need to control their comes. And I don't know how you don't. But I imagine there have to be people who don't.
For you, Goddess. Although it's insufficient thanks for all the aid you've given me.
You are most gracious, cousin, to extend this offering. You honor me. Yet I would ask you...
Depends on what you mean by that. Like,
time, not mine.
I don't know. How do you come on your keyboard? How does that happen? How are you not, like, ready with a plan of action?
Remain relentless in your effort to escape, dear cousin. In spite of all
accidentally?
Our differences,
but like, how though?
Perseverance is a quality we all possess.
It goes over, but like, how do you just like come into the air and like hope nothing bad happens? Because that's essentially what that means.
No thanks.
No, like it goes over like I was prepared but not prepared enough. What scenario are we talking about? Like it spills out of your hand or something? Like I'm not gonna get into specifics, but like I'm prepared at any given time. Who uses their hand with the fuck? Well, I don't know. Just like cause
limitless darkness.
You jerk off with the hand. I imagine with people being unprepared that there's somebody out there who's just like coming into their hand or something.
You lived through all that.
Excellent.
Look who's here, Baldy.
How are you doing? You need at least like 2 more.
Oh, come now. Oh,
I'd be a foot away from the keyboard, but would probably somehow get over there.
Really, I don't know how I can ever repay you.
Speaking of shooters, apparently I'm not the only one who could start an international incident.
How about you keep on helping me not die as quickly as I might have otherwise? Deal?
Shooters though besides Overwatch. Aloe, you are the shooter.
Hey, sir. I've always wondered, what were you like back when you were alive? Were you always this wise?
Might surprise you, Highness. I have a bit of royalty in me myself. Not on your level, mind, but I was very much a king. Though, I'll be honest.
Kenji doesn't use a gun, but close enough.
Not much of a good man.
Huh. I thought I sensed the royalty in you. Although I can't imagine you as anything besides the gentleman I know you for, my friend.
Well, that is awful kind of you to say. Though I would like to think my punishment here wasn't without warrant. At least I've had a lot of time to think it through. I got you covered.
Cheers, mate.
Godspeed and all.
I don't know if it always pierced, but it's nice that it does that with the 2 shots at least. Makes it a little bit more useful.
Okay. Got some zest.
You play a healer though a lot of the time, right?
Charon's shop. Use this.
A shrewd expenditure of wealth is sometimes all
Not
that
by
stands
choice.
between a victory and sore defeat. Isn't that right, cousin?
If I could play Genji all the time, I would.
Delicious. Let's hear it.
Flex puts me on damage. You mean support, right? Flex puts you on support when you want to play damage.
Zagreus. I'm Zagreus. I'm not.
What? So you said I play support not by choice, and then you said Flex puts me on damage. I'm assuming you meant to say Flex puts you on support, and that's why you play support involuntarily. I play damage and support not by choice, damage being the worst. Oh, okay. What do you like to play then? Genji. Right, isn't he damage?
Nice check.
Wait, am I dumb? I answered that.
Don't mind me, father.
I keep getting damaged and confused. So you like to play tank, and you don't get tank, you get damage and support instead. Or you get tank when you want to be doing damage. No, I hate playing tank. Okay, right, gotcha. Basically, you just want to stare at Genji's titty all day, right? That's the TLDR here. Right, because I'm pretty sure that's what you said at some point in the past when we talked about it.
Welcome.
And also, I could just guess that about you even if I didn't know.
Message for me.
Once took a skinny little chap down to the underworld, got the business end of a sharp spear he did. He had it coming though, a lot of lying.
What's that supposed to mean?
Last that I heard,
Just that I know you like looking at boy titties. I do too. You are somewhat predictable. Until you say that you haven't eaten certain foods, and then I'm surprised somehow every time. But I should be able to predict that by now. Pretty difference between that and pecs. What, between man titties and pecs? That's what I mean when I say man titties. I'm not talking about like moves.
Lady Athena.
God damn it, Athena! Have the things we need. I guess we'll get this. Man titties are like Bara. When I say man titties, I just mean like pecs, not necessarily Bara.
Next island. More slam dancers.
Zach was floating on that shit off the edge. I didn't like notice the footing, just that I was in lava. His whole body was on that boat.
I have a brother, Helios the Sun. A nonsense talker with a flaming chariot. Why, he once told me that my Kore, that she went into that underworld of yours. Preposterous. The clouds now blot him out entirely.
Snowburst, that's a thing I maybe need. It's a version of what I need. I guess that's what we'll get. Oh, shop that I literally just looked at and almost ran by. Wait, what does this mean? Lasting consequences? Oh, just less total health.
Should help keep me going. You two ready for me then?
Messenger Hermes has been in contact with you by now, yes? Perhaps you shall not see him very often, for my work keeps him rather preoccupied shepherding souls and such.
Between Thanatos, Hermes, and Ares, I'm not clear what everyone's job is. It seems like there's a lot of overlap.
This is my fight. I implore the fates. Easy.
I guess maybe Thanatos and Ares are both killers, but Ares is like the god of war, and Thanatos is like the reaper, basically. And then Hermes is just shuttling souls.
Gemstones.
I don't know that I ever knew that these did anything and like put out smoke. Took me this long to figure that out.
Time to collect.
Neither did I. I'm sure it's happened. I don't think that it just randomly happened from me standing on them here. But I probably just didn't pick up on it.
Gods grant me strength. Sharpen my senses. How was the magma temperature lately, Lerny?
Also, it seems like my bow shot charges up faster after a dash, which makes sense, but I never really registered that either. Because I suppose that is technically supposed to be my dash strike. On autopilot. I'm not hearing 50% of what you're saying. I'm just talking shop.
Something for the mirror.
How much are you just like falling apart from lack of sleep?
Should come in useful. Bye, Asphodel.
Yes, gotcha. And yet you're gonna stay up till like 5 a.m. on Aaron's stream probably, aren't you? Ooh, Athena, but I don't have enough stuff for that. Oh yeah, he doesn't stream today, that's right. Because I saw that Ultra Rare OS was, and I was like, oh, just like equating that to Aaron in my mind. You know, like they stream and then he streams, like it's a package deal.
She'll get this bow back into tip-top shape.
Okay, point blank shot, sure.
Draw tight.
That kind of pairs well with what I have, actually. Depending on what qualifies as close. Oh, cool. I pressed the button. Make it actual sleep because my mom isn't here. She's deaf as fuck, so she has to yell to be able to hear herself. Why does she need to hear herself, though?
On my authority.
Old caster, rapid fire. I'll get one more dash. Oh, actually, the special. That would have been good. Right, okay, so so she's
victorious.
Being loud for your benefit, but like loud because she can't hear or whatever. I gotcha.
Flame wheels.
About talking with cats. Yeah, my mom, like, doing coffee in the morning, like, wakes me up. Our house is, like, pretty tiny, so it's hard to not get woken up. And then also I leave my door open so that the dog can get in and hang out in here. How do I still not have Brilliant Riposte? Let's get this. And then, yeah, let's keep going to Athena. Maybe eventually I'll get a thing from her. I'm assuming, like, the more things I get that, like, lead into another boon, like, the more chances I have to get that other boon. Motherfucker. Still not giving it to me. Nice, I need these two. I'm gonna have like every boon she has, except for the one I need.
I'm grateful, Zacharias.
Ravenous Will, yes, okay. So if I can get one more from Demeter, I can maybe finish off her checklist.
I think we understand
minus
by now
duos.
that when you test my patience, I shall test your ability to survive.
So that's the way it is then. Can't stay mad forever.
Sorry. Sorry.
I'm satisfied we understand each other better now, don't we? What do you say we carry on and get you from this place?
Okay, there's a Brilliant Riposte. So we just need one more from her too. Give me some more life.
Come,
I got
heroes of
boobies.
Elysium, and vanquish the intruder.
There's no shield guys though.
Why do I bother?
Well, that's better.
Okay, no other thingies. I guess there wouldn't be. There's never more than one, I think. hate that the network is being a dick. Is it just being one of those days for you? It's just like giving you repeated problems. I hate that. I really just like do not know what to do with myself when I'm having internet problems.
Accept this gift of nectar in your
At least usually I can resolve them fairly quickly.
To all the generosity you've shown.
I'm very pleased to see a show of such respect and admiration for your uncle, Zagreus. You'll go quite far here on Olympus with an attitude like that. Not everyone's as mannered, nor as wise.
In the name of Hades.
Really like Zeus this run.
In the name of Hades.
Hey, I was just gonna ask for... Oh, well, I guess it's not a duo. It's a legendary. With lightning boons, firebolt? Sure. I guess. That's just like an extra shot, essentially, I think.
He returns. I hope you're perfectly pleased with yourself, Hellspawn, because Asterius has been quite cross with me, such as he is. He says I have...
I like this plotline now that their relationship is just deteriorating.
You don't hear me, King. We still have a lot to learn about this foe. Each time he's differently equipped. Weapons, God-given abilities, and such. Despite our efforts, it's been difficult to read his strategies.
And now you're saying I can't fight Asterius? Even though I had no difficulty besting you within that maze of yours? Come on, let's do this fight.
What a little cock novel.
Just let them try and stop.
One down, one to go.
You monster!
Olympus, I invoke your aid!
That went pretty fast. Felt like it was going to be kind of weird with the bow, but I guess I have pretty good damage output.
Let's see here. Go with that one.
Also a pain since I can't log into Twitch if I restart my laptop. Why? Like, do you not know your login info? Maybe I should stop getting Hermes, because like the other gods have duos and things.
The war is on.
Oh yeah, I didn't get Athena. I guess we can try re-rolling. Let's fingers crossed for Demeter though. you know, that she'll give me the thing I need here. Anecdotally, it seems like when you like get more things that they're like on a path to an upgrade, that it like gives you the thing. But that's also like sometimes not the case with Athena. So I don't know. I do, it just refuses to let me log into it at all if I restart it.
Dead.
That's like a weird problem, and there should be some way to fix that. Like, you shouldn't just not be able to log into a site.
Behold our power.
The goddess Demeter. Your power and your wisdom have been of such help, good Lady Demeter. I'm honored, and this is the least I can do in exchange.
I feel like something's just gotta go terribly wrong with her at some point in like this last bit of story that is like gonna happen eventually with the Olympians.
For once, I'm thankful to be proven wrong.
In the name of Hades.
Damn it. Okay, I guess we'll get this.
Anything I need.
No treasure around here, and then just head back.
That's quite a
I'll try saving up for Hermes. I can manage to do that.
How about another?
Sure, and then let's reroll that. Oh hey, another shot at Demeter. That's pretty pog.
Heads up. Already. Olympus, I accept this message.
Still nothing. I guess I'll get this. I'm saying that with like every boon now. It won't help in the Hades fight, but it will maybe help leading up to it. The other ones really won't do anything for me.
Down the chute. Maybe I should check the other passageways before I leave. Here goes.
IDK, if you had wisdom, because it buffered right when you were reading it, and IDK, you said, oh, nothing specific, just that should somehow be like, I feel like that should be easy to fix. Like, I don't know how you just can't log into a website. That doesn't really make sense. Like, if you can describe your issue more specifically, I could maybe offer you like more specific advice. Because like when you say you can't log in, what does that mean? What exactly is happening?
Lord Ares, it is my privilege to have met you and have learned your death-inflicting way.
You fucking brown noser to them when he gives them.
I do appreciate this gift to me, although you really shouldn't have. The suffering which you inflict is ample compensation in itself.
Olympus, I accept this message.
Okay, I'm gonna try Zeus again too. Because I do need to do a boon with him and Athena and Demeter. Both of which are like great candidates to be getting in this run.
Fish. It's a scupper, all right. Sure.
And then maybe I can get a little bit more money for Hermes if I can get like 140 in here. Sure, that's gonna be like real tiny gains, but health is still super important. Oops. I think he just said like I'm an idiot. Yes. Yes, I am, Zag. Oh my god, no. Okay, this is actually going fine. He's like not summoning anything. Not that bad if it's just him. I'm gonna try to log into the account. If I'm not logged in, it just stays on the login screen if you want to take a video.
Ugh, that thing.
So are you talking about OBS, or did you just mean like for showing me? I was assuming you meant just like Twitch the website, not connecting it.
Let's just go down this Sata hole.
Hey, and I have money.
Pleasure doing business.
Attack faster, yes. If you can't log into OBS, you can always connect with the stream key. That's exclusively what I do.
Thus has the prince again persuaded fierce.
But again, I'm not clear on if you're talking about OBS in general, like Twitch OBS, or just Twitch the website. If it try the stream key thing, like Aloe said, that should completely solve your problem because it doesn't go away. I'm always logged in to OBS with my Twitch. I never have to re-log in. As for the website, like, could you maybe save your login info in your browser or something so it just would like remember that way?
It's kind of nice out here.
Maybe even try a different browser, because like I know it works a lot better for me in Chrome than in Safari.
Even if I vanquish you, arriving here is a sufficient feat.
Yeah, he has the little foot details. Oops.
Back where they belong.
That did nothing.
We're not finished. Not yet persuaded to go back.
As you wish.
Darkness. I'll slay you once her shield falls.
I do that, if you just let me log in, it doesn't even pop up as an error after I tried to log in. Have you done much like Google diagnosis on this? I've never experienced a problem like that myself, and it sounds very odd.
You asked for this.
Okay, I'm finally gonna fucking use Thanatos because I always forget. Wow! That's a lot of damage. Clear browser crash, that's a good idea. Why haven't I been using our boyfriend this whole time? I can buy multiple uses on these summons. I can probably just like do the Hades fight with Zagreus' thing. Well, yeah, because we're all simping for him. It's a group sim. I'm gonna do that when we get back and just like max out his little mouse pet. Yeah, we're in a poly relationship.
I'll grant you, Zagreus. Well done, boy.
I did it.
What are we up to now? 16 wins. No fish. Mort. Yeah, there's like lore for these. That's like what the last thing was. And they keep talking about them like a lot. They're alive or something. That they're not just like a little stuffy.
Just when his victory was all but
I fucking love calling things stuffies now. Just makes me think of like bottoms.
Summit vents a cloud of superheated water vapor. Steam, as it is known.
What?
And probably you know what happens next.
Oh, damn it!
You know, like, so these little like stuffed animal things, I would normally call them like a stuffed animal or a plush, but I am now calling them stuffies because bottoms.
Thank you everyone, you're too kind.
Oh, you are just the best. I bet you died on
I've been waiting for a plush to arrive for months. What is it that you're waiting on? I don't know what you have. I think you have a Joko one, right? But I don't know what other kind of stuff. Oh, you're waiting on Joko. Gotcha. I thought you had that in hand.
I have a secret, Hypnos. I've died on purpose every single time just to see you.
Yeah, I'm not surprised, because shipping always just seems like a nightmare for you guys.
Boy, look.
I'll at you on Twitter and send you the video, sure. Twitter or Discord, wherever.
Honored to have met you.
Actually, do it on Discord so that like everybody else can like
Good to know whom to turn
weigh
to
in on
should
tech
anything
support
run
too.
afoul around here.
Because like I'm
So
not
it was you who
I'm
inspired
not really
my
the tech
son in
support guy.
martial
Alan's
arts.
like my tech support guy. Oh, Discord has an upload limit. Yeah. Okay. Still, maybe like upload it on your Twitter and then maybe like point people on Discord to that. We don't have like a tech support channel or anything, but I bet between all of us we can get it figured out.
Indeed, Your Grace. He was a talented student. If only you could have seen his progress, surely you would have been very proud.
I am proud. You know, you were already quite the name
You
back on
should.
the surface when I lived
You
upon
get that,
Olympus.
get that maid dress, and you get some tech support, and you're good to go.
Oh, I doubt that. Although, thank you, Your Grace.
This nectar not fancy enough for you, boy, is that it? You've developed quite the delicate palate at your distinguished age.
Tell me I wish this, but I need a few more months.
Though having little appetite remaining for the lightness of nectar's flavor, the multi-headed monster of the underworld nevertheless accepts.
You voided the contract with our court musician. Used your own authority against me.
Yeah, but I fucking did it through paperwork, so it's legal.
Just gives him a bit of a break from time to time. He's still your court musician, isn't he?
Also, yeah, that's really dramatic. I didn't void it. I just gave him a break.
Though I suppose the Queen would take your side that he has paid his dues in full by now.
He has.
A word, child. Child, I know not exactly what you did, but I detected faintly an attempt by Chaos to reach out to me. A message merely at the edges of my consciousness, yet I felt certain it was there. But I could not discern it otherwise. What does Chaos want from me?
I think Chaos wishes to reestablish...
Can hear Choco yelling in the background.
The two of you drifted apart from one another, so I think I can imagine. I lost touch with Thanatos
You have both streams on?
But that was nothing in comparison to this. Isn't this some way you can reconnect?
Now that the house is strong and this realm orderly, I do not know.
Double simping, yup.
But I shall think upon it, child. Leave me, please.
Here's for a reason.
Patch up the seating, update the menu, clean the stove, stock the honor bar, sweep the rug, dust the rafters, mop the flooring, pay the broker. Sorry, Prince, way behind on my assignment, so if you'll excuse me, please.
Do so, wait, before you fly away. There must be something I can do to help pitch in with everything. Doesn't matter how good you are at your job, what you're describing, that's more than one individual can handle.
Your Highness, please. I know you mean well, but I have this. Wish everybody wouldn't doubt me all the time. Like that house contractor. Just gets to stand around waiting for work orders. Unless they come from me, then no.
Oh, that might be my fault. I've been giving the contractor lots of work. Some of those lounge orders must be coming from you, right?
Oh yeah, she's the one who gave us that quest. Can we, like, be done with that now?
Wait, then you're the one who's been authorizing all these improvements? Oh my, ah!
Just trying to help.
No, looks like we're still in the middle of that quest.
Deal with these, my good chef. Done deal.
I don't think we have enough gems yet. There's just more shit showing up in here. Did we get Stan yet? Calc made it sound like we do something with him. And I'm still just waiting on that, and I'm like a little bit sus since we maxed out the meter. Oh yeah, I still need 1500. I was thinking like 700 for some reason. 750. I'm so tired. Hello, Bubby. Get some sleep if you need it. But I want to see it.
I need to ask something of you.
Hey, look what you just manifested.
I'd ask you to come in, but you're already here. It's really good to see you.
Just tell me one thing, Zagreus. Did you really mean what you told me before, that maybe we ought to take our time?
No, you misheard me. I said maybe we need to take our clothes off. Comfort him or ease off. I'm gonna comfort the boy.
I just don't mean to push you, Than. I know all this is kind of a lot. And I wanted you to know this isn't some impulsive thing for me. I'll wait for you however long it takes.
You have no concept of which impulses to act upon and which to keep in check. You say you'll wait? Well, let me ask you this. What are you waiting for? What are you waiting for? I'm here. Already. Right?
Than.
We are right next to my little dimpy... Right. What a fucking small bed. I get he's like the sun and not the god, but still... Yeah, but Al, you're also just like a human boy and not a god. I also have a single bed.
I like it when you're quiet for too long. What's on your mind?
A lot of things, and you will have to grow to like it, Zag. Or what I mean is, don't take my silence the wrong way, alright? I better get going though. I'm way behind on work, but
I'm gonna try and squeeze a double into the new place. Right. I need a bigger bed.
It is.
But I literally don't have room. I need a longer and a wider bed. I don't remember what I figured out about learning the lyre or whatever. I just want one for reasons. I do, like, I don't have enough room to fucking sleep. Okay, so yeah, we got our little, barely a sex scene there, but that's honestly still more than I was expecting. So that's cool. I have room, just not for two. You better tell me all about it when you bring boys home. What was that? That was this game's attempt at, like, a sex scene. But I'm still happy for it.
Drink up there, Mort.
It's gonna cost a lot to max him.
Here you go. There.
Alright, well, I'm doing it.
Mort, you are all set.
That's Dar's job at the moment. I'm lagging behind. I mean, it's not a race. But I, like, for sure need to know. Yeah, I just have 5 uses of this now. That's going to be so good on Hades.
Skelly, I'm serious. You really won't tell me anything about you? You're just going to leave me to speculate forever?
Yep.
Gauntlet time, I think. Which is nice, because it's glowy. Oh, I never bought Gilgamesh. I don't have money. Can I sleep now? You can sleep now, yes. You don't have to ask for permission. I do. No, you don't. What is convenience fee? Yes, I do. Hello, you baka. You're your own man. Human, whatever. You can do what you want. Alright, we're gonna fucking do the shmoney one. And what else? Jury summons. Greater numbers. Yeah, we're not gonna try to do 2. I'll just add damage control. I have a hard time making decisions on my own. I think if you are tired, you should rest up. You got a big day tomorrow. And I don't want you to get sick. So listen to your body.
If you can hear me, mighty Uncle Zeus, I wish to make to you this simple gift, and with it send my humble wish that someday you and Father settle all your differences and be at peace.
Barely, I'm just gonna be streaming after I go drop off a package. Well, yeah, but you're still gonna stream, and then we're gonna do Minecraft later. So that's 2 streams plus, like, staying up late like you already do.
Telling everybody I'm your real father, am I right?
Stream probably nap and stream again. Yeah, I would recommend getting a nap in as well.
No, young man. There's an awful lot of spoil sports out here. Can't even take a little joke. Well, I know all their mothers. Fly on all of them, I say. Let's joke away.
So just be like your mom joke. Yeah, that was Zeus being like, I've fucked everybody's mom.
Let me have it.
I'll leave it there, alright. Good night, darling. I hope you have pleasant dreams filled with men.
After some consideration and on your recommendation, I tentatively need to make contact with the goddess Nyx again. She is quite distant.
That's what the sleep headphones are for, right? Leave nothing up to chance.
She received the message well. Respond.
Well, Master Chaos, she can be a little difficult to read at times, but I got the impression she was quite surprised, even excited to have heard from you again. She said that she would think about how to respond, or whether to respond.
I see. Well, she shall find a way if it is warranted. I always did expect the world from her. There were times when I expected her to shine as bright as day, although she is night. And she achieved a certain level of ability. She left, and I could not find her.
Let's get, I guess, the max life. From behind is just a little bit situational. Oh my god, that's low.
More ringers. For safekeeping.
Maybe 3 more rooms of this. And I can have my feet back. The Wi-Fi refuses to work with me. Also, well, and you may not be able to if you're on a Mac or something, but Ethernet is always helpful.
All set.
Especially for like video stuff. Usually more so if you're uploading rather than downloading, but still true in either case.
These.
Hey, Aphrodite, also been absent for a while. Maybe I can get her dumb thing that I don't like so I can get her other thing that I haven't got.
Has made acquaintances with you? Oh, I sometimes forget that he's your uncle. His favor's well worth having, I assure you.
Nope. Can't have the things I want and need. I don't have enough money for that, darn it. Wait, don't I need Nitro to post the videos that are recorded? Well, so on Twitter, you're fine to do whatever. Discord, you probably can't post it directly to because of size limits. So I would say just like put it on Twitter and then just like link to it in Discord and be like, hey, can everybody help me with this?
Goddess Athena, please accept this gift. Your wisdom ever guides me toward the light.
How very generous of you to offer me this gift. I'm very grateful, though I ask that you not go out of your way on my account. Let's please stay focused here. You can always count upon assistance from me, Zagreus. I always shall prioritize the needs of our family above everything else.
Divine protection. Change of plan.
Allow me, boy, to introduce some of my loyal subjects.
fists are like better than I remember. I don't remember just being able to like punch really fast like this.
That's quite enough.
Okay, was that my exit?
That's better.
Why no boons? I don't know if I just like get lucky sometimes and get like lots of boons on hard. Sometimes even at like 1 or 2 difficulty, it feels like I just get nothing for like a while. If you answered the question above, it may have gotten cut. I think your video is going to be too big to upload to Discord. Put it on Twitter, and then link us to that tweet in Discord.
Hello, sir. That's a lot of coin.
Oh, you're locked.
Sisyphus, you mind my asking what you did to warrant this particular arrangement you've got here? Pushing a boulder till the end of time and all? Never heard it in your own.
Well, it's a bit of a long story, Prince. My time had come, though I just wasn't ready,
I'll
you might say.
post this in chat too for you.
He had me in his clutches, but then, shoo, I gave him the slip. Your father's henchman, Thanatos, he'll back me up on that.
Outsmarted Thanatos, that's amazing. What happened then?
Turns out your father doesn't like us mortals cheating death. Eventually they found me, so now I'm stuck here with my boulder friend. I push old Baldy up the hill to the beat of the Fury's whips, then he tumbles down, and then we go again.
So then you're stuck forever. No.
It's 12 seconds. Yeah, I mean, definitely try. If it's small enough that Discord will let you, that's great. But their file size is like really small, at 8 megabytes.
You save those sympathies for someone else, Your Highness. I could be Prometheus, spending an eternity having my liver gobbled up. But instead, I get to stay in shape and have these chats with you. Now, I'd better get back to it. You got it.
Mine now.
So long for now.
Charon's shop.
There's that expensive-ass shop.
Here's the fee.
More range, +5. Let's get range. I maybe should have gotten Aphrodite, but I didn't know if I had like done the fist quest or not.
The Furies.
I should probably write that down too. Like which weapons I still need to do the Daedalus upgrades on.
I gotta ask, how come you keep on showing up, Redblood? I thought you would have had enough beatings by now.
Well, you know, I've come to enjoy these visits.
Solo, what is your like upload download speed?
Form good habits
If you know.
stick to them, I say.
Like I'm sure with issues tonight that uploading would be hard, but I'm wondering just like how your internet is in general.
You call this a good habit, huh? Maybe for me it is. Well, come here all you like, and I will be here waiting every single time. About once every 3 times, anyway.
She's psyching up.
Don't know. If you're curious, and maybe after you finish uploading, you could do a just Google like speed test. I forgot about server check. Yeah, just put in speed test on Google, and that'll give you what you need.
She's tough. hear it, Father. Till next time, Tartarus. Cheers. Asphodel.
Oh, yeah, the metal noise on the shield dash, that always throws me off. I think that, like, it's the fish bell or something.
More coming then. Nectar bottle. Inferno bombs. Come face Malphon and me.
Ping 11, download 90, upload 0.003, oh my gosh. Yeah, so...
Where to?
I would think that 90 should be fine just for, like, watching Twitch and stuff. If your upload is 0.03, I'm not surprised that that's taking forever. That's, like, nothing. That's barely an upload. I don't know why we're so shitty about that in America. Just give us both. We need fiber. None of these very good.
The Mega Gorgon.
Uploading to Twitter and it says failed to upload. Your internet may actually be like too slow to upload a video to Twitter.
Lord Dionysus, mate. You must
I
have no
wouldn't be
shortage of
surprised.
supreme vintage at your disposal, but
I guess, you know, try again. Also, you could even just send us like screenshots. We maybe don't need the whole video.
Why, Zach, how positively thoughtful, man. I mean, I love it. Positively love this stuff. And I am very moved that you would think of me for it. You man must be mates with just about everybody down there by now, yeah? Doling out nectars left and right, just livening the place right up.
What do you got for me? More trippy stuff, I guess. I don't want it, but I need it. Oh, and maybe I can see Eurydice and Orpheus now. Yeah, this is just the relationship episode.
Why, Zacharias, how wonderful to see you here. Eurydice and I, we've been catching up for all the time we spent apart.
Yeah, so if you would excuse us for a little while, hun. I'm not finished catching up with him just yet. But first, before you go...
See you again.
Bye, hun.
I wonder if Thanatos shows up anymore. Because this feels like a room where we have like done contests with him. But now that he is maxed, maybe he doesn't. He must though, right? Because they give you like bonuses. So there's like a game element to him being here. Lost time.
May I say, you look lovely this day or night, Lenny.
Dumb question, Angel, but probably worth asking. There isn't like other heavy internet traffic stuff going on at your house, right? Like you were like siblings, roommates, parents, etc. Because obviously, like, if there's a lot going on, it's gonna make it harder for you to like do a thing. God, that was a lot of damage. Sibling might be on his PS4, the rest are probably asleep. Okay, I wouldn't think a console would be using a ton of bandwidth unless it's like a download, then maybe it would be. But even just like playing a multiplayer game online, that shouldn't be like a huge bottleneck.
What's his name? The one who gave you his lucky tooth? So he's an alright sort then. Has to be if you put up with him.
There, hypersprint. It's been like several runs since I've gotten that.
You dare? expected more from the Exalted.
Oh, I heard a Chaos Gate. Good timing, because the other two rewards are kind of shit.
Oof. In the name of Hades.
Treasure money special. That's a pretty not bad shit. I can't talk. The damage isn't bad, and I don't want to lose life total currently, so we'll get this.
Chaos guide me.
Fish. No, yeah, shit, I can't use that since it's a lob.
Fishing time. Got it. Looks like I found.
Redid the speed test and 373 download, 26 upload. Okay, that's a lot better and like sounds like you could actually get something done. If you were trying to do that before in the middle of your Twitter upload, that would have been why it was like 0.03 and non-existent, because the Twitter upload was using that bandwidth. Who do I want to try for? Let's try for Athena. I don't know. They're both the same. It's gonna be the same number of things I need either way.
It would seem that the time for additional fun has arrived.
Ah yes, my favorite pastime. Getting butchered by a giant double-bladed axe, and sometimes trampled.
Then good. You have much to enjoy in store.
Oh yeah, I can't pick them up for a while. Ugh. Yeah, we're still waiting on Brilliant Ripost. I really should probably be getting these. But like Athena's 8 is so good, I can't pass that up. Just post it anywhere, Angel. Anywhere you can manage to get it uploaded.
Pardon the interruption. You look like you could use a hand.
It's my Facebook official boyfriend. On Discord? Discord would be great if you can get it up there.
One way to find out.
The link? Oh, yeah. Yeah, do the link on Discord so that other people can like weigh in and potentially help too. jeez. Forgetting that it's a lob. I'm giving Zag free points. Or Than. I'm Zag. God damn it.
Olympus, I accept this message.
Save some for me next time. That's that.
Where's... Oh, hey, Patroclus. I manifested that. I was gonna say, I need a refill. Who's gonna help me out?
Well, what's it going to be this time, stranger? The Hydrolite? Maybe the Kiss of Styx?
You sure you don't need any of this stuff, sir? I really appreciate it, but I don't want to take it for granted.
Gonna put it in general. Yeah, I didn't say where to put it. General's fine though. We don't have like tech support or anything like that.
Taking such things for granted is the point.
General makes the most sense to me.
Receive our stipend of the finest goods, so we can battle until we've had our fill. But I've already had my fill, I think. Makes a little difference, I should think.
Alright. I will take a look after stream, and hopefully between me and everybody else we can get that figured out for you.
Evolved a new effect.
Nothing new.
Better get cracking.
Actually, now, I wonder... Can I get 6? Yeah, alright. I'm gonna start buying the hell out of those, since I can, like, take a huge chunk off of Hades' health bar with Than's little death blast. There was another one over here this whole time.
Olympus, I accept this message.
Okay, so I have that already. I got my trippy, so I need a drunken. Still would love to get that fountain thing instead, but now we have a chance of getting his last legendary boon.
Olympus, I accept this message.
Well, worm, come fight us, I suppose, and take fullest advantage of the havoc that you sowed. We are no team. We're merely two combatants, simultaneously booked to be here now.
King, I think you're overreacting here. Try to be reasonable, and be more considerate about my point of view. Don't think I'm asking for too much.
Literally all he's saying is, like, hear me.
But let us fight, and let us lose, I'm sure, because if we are not a team, what are we then, Asterius?
Two bros chilling in an arena. Theseus is such a dick. You know, I need a refresher on my Greek mythology to tell you if there's like some lore about that, or if they just picked like kind of like a douchey jock persona for him in this.
I shall protect you, cousin. Damn you, fiend! You and me.
Don't do that.
Real close here. Oh my god. Oh, Demeter. You nasty lady. No! There is like nothing I could do there. She covered the whole goddamn field.
That'll do.
Seems I had best.
My keepsakes. All set.
Okay, well, I bought one, so we're good. No harm, no foul.
Good. Which one first?
We have one more Athena chance, which is not enough. And we'll save up for Dionysus over here.
Looks like a go.
Probably not going to be able to get a ton because of the money thingy.
Do that. Snake stones.
Isn't Theseus the son of a god? Probably, yes. I would bet he's a demigod. I'm sure from Zeus. Zeus probably banged somebody. The noise of the zombies maybe sound like Minecraft drowned. What is that? And the shulker had a baby with the noise? I don't know what noise you mean or what a shulker is.
Olympus, I accept this message.
Let's go for Zeus, even though it's the challenge room.
Maybe it's in here.
Still trying to get all of those thingies, duos, whatever. This game is just one big checklist. Hey, awesome. I'm gonna need to do more runs for money, though.
Good. Lord Zeus's strength. No service.
Yeah, we're still 110 short. Suppose I could do the literal money room. That might take care of it. Where would I post pictures of the two Minecraft mobs that I'm talking about? Games, maybe? I know what a zombie is. I don't know what the shulker is. That one is new to me. But I'm also kind of a Minecraft boomer at this point.
Not yet.
I feel like I'm not gonna get enough money this run. Go down 30. It seems like I'm just getting less money too, and that's not the thing. The thing is that prices are more. Unless they just sneak that in without mentioning it. Loading up with damage now at the very end of the last room. Assuming it's the last room, because again, I'm very close, but not quite there on money. You did not drop any. You're going to leave me 10 short.
Palm power.
Oh my god. Okay, I guess we're doing one more. We'll go for this heart.
Maybe this way. What?
was a mess.
I can't. And Father thinks my chambers are a mess.
Yeah, I don't like this room. How did I get poisoned again? Way too fast. That's the way to do it. Get those traps to smash him.
I'll pay for that.
Dang it. Okay. I guess we're getting this.
Feeling good.
My new catchphrase saying that. I hate having to get shitty boons that I don't really like and then not getting the thing that I'm supposed to get from getting them.
One last bit of business to take care of, then.
Be still. These waters, teeming with Poseidon's river denizens. That one there before me, it's been taunting me, I think, for quite some time.
The shulker, the clam thing, that's from 1.0. I've literally never seen that. The drown, that looks maybe kind of familiar, but I also don't know that I knew that. I knew that there were like underwater things.
You offering to take me fishing, Father? Sounds more pleasant than having you slaughter me again, or the other way around.
Hey, Mama.
You mistook my
We're probably wrapping up here soon, as soon as I finish this run.
Then that thing shall, if it has not yet come to its senses. Though if you vanquish me, I'm certain your uncle shall not mind if you extract it yourself.
That was a dumb start. Oh yeah, my Thanatos thing.
Really, Zagreus?
Thanks for yourself.
I guess it's not that big. Yeah, so we finished the Thanatos thing. He came to our bedroom, and they made some light noises while the screen was dark.
It doesn't work right now.
Oh, do I only get one summon per fight? That's dumb. Let me guess, you haven't been to the end cities ever? No, I have not. Last time I went to the end, it was just like the boss fight with the dragon, and like that was it. Can I really not use it multiple times per fight? That totally defeats the point of upgrading it. I guess I can just use it like once per boss.
Why don't you let your wretches rest in peace?
Become unstoppable.
It seems you need all the help that you can get. Wide open.
Got you.
Blast you.
Oh, you.
Think you can keep this up?
guess you haven't ever gotten to the Electra or the Ender Dragon. Is the Ender Dragon not just in the end anymore? And the Electra, I think that's the cape thing, right? That's his up B in Smash Bros. Or the wings, maybe, is a better way of describing it than the cape. Yeah, it wasn't anything saucy. I wasn't expecting it to be, really. But it's a little more than I thought, because I thought it was just going to be a normal conversation. But like the fact that he was like in your bedroom is like very clear what's happening. I commented on this earlier. I really like that he's like. I thought there were more romance options. It's like just him. There's like conversations that indicate that like Zagreus and Megara used to be a thing, but not anymore. But there's no one else that you're romancing. It's just Thanatos, so he's like the one canon gay romance option, which is cool. Because even in like Dragon Age games and shit like that, there's plenty of gay stuff, but it's all just kind of like you building your character. It's not probably very often that there's like one romance and it's gay.
You tell no one at the house. Do you hear me? There is no escape.
Tell no one about Win 17. I'm sure that'll really make a big splash compared to 16.
What lurks in the waters of the surface?
Ender Dragon's head is in the end cities as well. Like what? Like a bust mounted on your wall or something? Like that? Is that what you mean?
Imagine that Prince Zagreus experiences some sort of joyous outcome for a change, in contrast to the arbitrary and unfortunately painful death he shall experience now.
And you can get multiple heads mounted on the wall. Okay, that's cool. Yeah, there's so much of Minecraft that I don't know.
I did it, I think.
We'll get that like VTuber SMP going someday, and then I can maybe I can learn some things.
You're back.
Hey, just how far are you able to shift anyway, Than? I never could go more.
I have seen some of the new stuff in the Nether. I know there's a lot of new stuff in there in general.
Most of it, yes. Don't beat yourself up though, Zagreus. It's a practice skill, but I've apparently been able to do it since birth.
By shifting, I assume they mean like teleporting.
I can see that. Achilles, would you tell me something more of Patroclus? You mentioned you were very close.
We could have been no closer. The ashes of our bodies yet mingled together somewhere on the surface there. What can I tell you, lad? I loved him with all my heart. And he left me too soon.
But now you're both here in the underworld. Can't you go seek him out? Or alter your arrangement with my father?
I tried, lad. I have tried. On both accounts. What you propose is not that simple, it turns out. But I shall tell you what. When next you see Patroclus on your journeys, you keep speaking to him for me, won't you?
I'll do what I can.
Zagreus, how am I doing as a mother? Tell me honestly. Nyx has had so much to share about raising you. Foods you hated or enjoyed, your natural abilities, your friendships. She knows everything. Sometimes I wonder how I can ever compete.
Mother, I think you're doing great. And I'm sure you know it's not a competition between you and Nyx. I just get the benefit of having two great mothers rather than one. Or zero.
Thank you, my son. I know I wasn't there for most of the hard part, but I'm here now. Though when I inevitably, inadvertently trample all over your feelings at some point, please tell me, all right?
It's a deal.
1.18 will add the new cave biomes, right? Part 2 of the caves and cliffs.
Mother, I know there may not be many things
Yeah,
you miss
do we
from
know,
living
like,
on
when that's
Olympus,
happening?
though
Or
I
just
wondered if
TBD?
perhaps Ambrosia may be one of them. And got you some, because, well, here.
Why, this really is Ambrosia. How did you even acquire this, Zagreus? It brings back memories for certain, and never the bad ones, which...
Near the holiday,
must
okay.
be why we
Cool.
prize this stuff so much. This is for me.
It is, of course. And it's my dearest hope that at some point long from now, when you're relaxing with a bottle of ambrosia, dare I say perhaps with father, that these memories will be among the ones that spring to mind.
Oh, my son. I shall certainly not need ambrosia to think back upon getting to know you with the greatest fondness. Thank you very much.
You're very welcome, Mother. Saw your new pact of punishment out in the courtyard, Father. Impressed that you could find a parchment large enough to fit all the unpleasant
Is
stipulations.
that a thing? Do we have a new
So
one?
you're taking even harsher measures to contain me?
Whether you consent to the terms
Or is that
of the
just like
pact
a
is
general
entirely up to you, boy.
talk about
But
pacts of
all your
punishments?
comings and goings, it is important that we have full knowledge of which property is being carried from the premises.
Nix, you've known Megara practically forever. Well, before my time at least. So could you tell me more about what she was like back then?
I am pleased to see the two of you on better terms of late. Megara always was as she appears. Dutiful and quite particular. Thoughtful and dependable. Respectful.
Respectful. Definitely. Hey Meg, I understand you're under orders to kill me on sight out there, but do you really have to go so hard on Sisyphus?
That wretched shade isn't who you think he is. Do you have any idea of the magnitude of his crimes from when he led a mortal life?
He cheated death, tricked Thanatos, and maybe father too.
Before that, he did worse. He was an awful man. I think that is the real reason that your father punished him.
What if he's changed? Or said impossible? No coming back from certain crimes.
Yeah, probably.
No coming back from certain crimes indeed. Though you may have more mercy in your heart to spare than I in mine.
Deuce is probably cleaning the rafters. Use them wisely, my friend.
Still light on gems. I'm not even gonna bother looking. I know it's just 1500 or whatever. And nothing to do in here other than I want to check some of the notes, the quests after stream.
Boyo! Trying to bore me to death with all this chit?
Nothing new from him. And then we're back at the sword again now. Because the gun, we've done a million things. I do still need to buy this, right? No, I have Gogomesh. That's right, we did the bear claws. I totally remember that. Okay, so Demeter is the only one I'm missing. Which I can buy, actually. So 12 strikes, your next special hits more times. That is not that great.
Real nice.
It's just stronger. I don't know that it even really hits more times.
Talos. Yeah, I think still regular since we have that maxed. Turn that off. Turn that off. What is jury summons? More foes? Sure.
And extreme measures we've done. Calisthenics we've not. Dare I combine more foes with higher life totals? What is the next one? Underworld Customs. Oh god, Purge one blue to unlock it. Maybe I'll do that because I need to get to level 3. I think I can deal with the two of those together. Okay, so that is queued up, but we are gonna do that next time. So I'm gonna get a Ultra Rare OS raid queued up here, and we'll go say hi to the boys. Looks like Mick and Yoon are maybe playing Among Us. The category is just chatting, so I'm not sure. But the preview looks like Among Us. So yeah. Thanks for hanging out. Solo, Mama, anyone else lurking. I will be back tomorrow night to play Minecraft with Aloe. So I'll see you guys then. Night.